Hello guys, it's Hezi. I just wanted to give a quick introduction. This is part two of the Rapid Fire podcast with me, Coach K, Coach Derwin, and Coach Taylor. So, if you guys haven't, please go watch part one. It's up on the channel right now, and so this is part two. So, I hope you guys enjoy and peace.
Postseason and even preseason, I'm laughing at the Clippers. I'm gonna have to go with my boy Derwin on this right now. I'm laughing at the Clippers. I don't know what they're doing.
Yo, let's have a little conversation
Yo.
about that because I don't know what's happening.
Listen,
right now.
I mean,
I'm gonna start
I
with one thing.
understand. Yeah.
Ibaka, boy, how you gonna do that, man? How you gonna do that, man?
He a sellout.
Ibaka, man.
He like
All
Chris
right.
Bosh. He like Chris Bosh. But I'll say this about the Clippers though.
I said Chris Bosh.
He was a
How you gonna
sellout too. He's a sellout.
He is.
He's a sellout.
He went to Miami. Why do you go
He's
to
a
Miami?
sellout.
He's a sellout.
What did
He's
he
a
have
sellout.
going on, man?
He wanted to join LeBron and his train.
He left the Raptors
You know
in their
that.
prime. They were a playoff team and he left.
Okay,
Facts.
I can't disagree,
Okay.
but at
But-
that point, as Boss knew, there was nothing popping with him in Toronto, man. He knew that. He
No,
knew
that's
that,
fair too.
right? So
listen,
you can't
nigga.
even disrespect. Okay, I'm not saying he's not a sellout, bro, but you can't disrespect the man. The man was trying to.
He did some good things in Toronto until he sold out. That's what I believe. But getting to the point on the Clippers, I might go a different route than you two guys because you know what? There's been a history of teams that do bad in the preseason, but when it comes to the season, and if you get lucky, make an acquisition, or if you find a way to make it work, you might go on a run. And I think with the Clippers having a guy like Kawhi, he looks like he's a little bit more energized this year to kind of be motivated to get something done. I don't think they're going to be that bad. I think they'll still finish top 4 in the West. I think they could even go as far as the second round. But that's based off their team being very good defensively. And if they want to win a championship, then they have to go find that point guard. But usually by trade deadline, those kind of positions, those kind of players they're looking for come available because other teams start realizing that they don't need certain players, right? Maybe Atlanta might realize, maybe Rondo doesn't work with us. And the Clippers might say, you know what, let's trade a first rounder for him, right? So I think I get it. The Clippers are looking bad. Like, trust me, I believe y'all. Like, they look like they stink, okay? They stink. They need to go wash themselves. They stink. But I honestly do believe that if they could be patient and Tyronn Lue can get these guys to buy in to the system, be a strong defensive team, run the offense through Kawhi, but don't let him be the point guard, right? I think they could have some success as long as guys knock down their shots. They still got a guy like Luke Kennard who's a dead-eye shooter. They got Paul George if he stops wiping his own face rag with his ass, he'll be fine.
I mean, he's a great sideboard shooter. He's a great sideboard shooter. So I think you need a man to hit the bank shot.
I think he'd be great, doing cardboard boxes because he likes the box.
I think what he should do is give up Tim Duncan a call. You guys hackle me about this all the time, but maybe he should just work on the bank shot a little bit.
I don't know about
From
that
the corner?
He gonna get
the corner.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Stop it.
No.
Maybe he should learn to shoot a damn shot then.
If he's gonna call Tim Duncan gonna start crying on the phone saying, get out, because he's in a sunken place.
Tim Duncan's not even gonna answer the call.
You're gonna be like, I'm in a sunken place, bro. You lost in a sunken place. You managed a stripper. You lost in a sunken place. You need to, and no disrespect to Paul George and his family, beautiful family, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? You go and cheat on your girl with a stripper. I mean, it's gonna follow you for your career. But the point is
okay,
that,
all right. Let's talk about the encore activities.
I'm talking about the encore. I'm talking about the encore. That's
he
mental.
Definitely didn't cheat on anyone on the court.
He cheated on the Clipper fans. He cheated on them. He took their money.
He cheated on the OKC fans. He cheated on the Indiana Pacers. But
he did the Clipper fans dirty.
We're not having this conversation about Paul George. The guy said, no, the guy said, "Oh, I'm with my trainer from my All-Star, my MVP season. I'm healthier than I've ever been. Yo, isn't this like a cassette or something that this guy just running over and
I think
over?
so, yo. I think
Didn't the
so.
man say this in OKC? Yo, this is the
Going
best I've
on and
ever
on and
felt. Yo,
on.
I
the
think it's
man
his
hooped.
morning motivation, dog. I think it's morning
No, the man
motivation, bro.
hooped in the regular season, but yo, the playoffs is just not for Paul George, man. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. Like, as a youngster, he had no problem taking an
LeBron.
Indiana team to face
Right.
LeBron twice
Right.
in the Eastern Conference Finals. Twice,
Right.
not once, but twice.
Right.
And now it's just like he went to the West. I guess he realized it's super tough. And also, if you think that the Clippers are gonna finish top 4 in the West without a point guard of some sort or a facilitator,
Nah,
Coach
man.
K, you're on something.
I'm sorry, bro.
They'll finish top 6 to maybe 8, but a point guard is what they need. Like, I'm not talking about
They
Pat
need some-
Beverly
yeah.
because I know a lot of people, yo, they have Pat Beverly. Nah, a facilitating point guard.
I
Yeah,
can tell you,
Rajon Rondo,
I ain't
sure.
on that shit the Clippers on. I ain't on that nonsense the Clippers on. I can promise you that. But I can
No,
say this
absolutely.
though. I can say this. They can still be a top. They can be a top 4 team if they can play really good defense. Because Kawhi is a really good player. He's a guy that you still can't stop when he wants to score. Even in the playoffs, he was still getting buckets. Right. So I understand they need a facilitator, right? But at the end of the day, your job as a coach is to adjust and make things work for your team. So I think Tyronn Lue will realize there needs to be adjustments. Maybe you have Paul George run the offense. Who knows? Maybe you try to figure something out different. But you got to find a way to make sure this team can at least function because they still will be a top 4 team. I'm sorry, you can't tell me the teams like Phoenix Suns and teams like Houston is gonna beat them. It's not happening.
Los Angeles Lakers, Denver Nuggets, Portland Trailblazers. Yeah, OKC's garbage this year. Who else? Fam, the West is deep. Utah Jazz, like this. Yo, don't sleep
Phoenix
on
Suns.
Phoenix. Yeah, don't sleep on Phoenix. Yo, this might be.
I'm not
this
sleeping
might be
on
Devin
Phoenix. Phoenix
Booker's
is not beating the
time.
Clippers.
Yo, Phoenix is
Yeah, a
putting
lot
up
of people
work against
said
it.
the Nuggets weren't beating the Clippers, and then what happened?
Yo, Phoenix is putting up better work against the Lakers than
The Clippers did.
could.
There you go.
They're up. They're up against the Lakers. Yo, they're up against the Lakers right now.
Phoenix got a lot more to play for.
I get it, Kawhi. Yo, I get it, Kawhi's dominance. We've seen it. Okay, as Raptor fans, we've seen his dominance, but the dominance was because of the team that was around him. It was perfect co-star in Pascal Siakam, a perfect playmaker in Freddie and Kyle Lowry, and be a scorer, whatever. You know, like that role. They don't got that. Yeah, okay, Paul George is a great. Serge is over a third option. You know what I mean? But yo, at the end of the day, man, like when we seen Toronto, when Kawhi was on the court, when he did his ISO shit, that was what hurt us. When he was on the floor and we were moving the ball and we were we went 17-5 without him. You know what I mean? So it was like we needed the ball to move for us to be a good team. But I understand in the playoffs, it's a one-on-one battle most of the time. Guys just take ISO after ISO. And Kawhi might just ISO like 7 possessions in a row and put the game away, and then boom, they're in the NBA Finals. Like, there's no question about it. But from sitting from an outside point of view, as a coach as well, that's my personal opinion.
I'm telling you this right now. You see this cup?
You need some wine in there.
Listen, if it don't taste good, you drink it if it works.
You need a carob.
Fam, like, I understand what you're saying, but this isn't last year. This isn't the year before that. Like,
I feel you, but Kawhi was still a man even in San Antonio.
You're talking about Ty Lue changing. They look exactly the same.
Ty Lue made it work in Cleveland.
Okay, halfway through the year and then in the playoffs.
In San Antonio as well.
and exactly. Kawhi, stop
Kawhi was
Kawhi to LeBron. You know what I mean?
Kawhi was the system.
I will not do such thing. I would not do disrespectful
Ty Lue made it work because he had
what kind of madness you
he had a high IQ player in LeBron James beside him. He don't got that. Kawhi's not that. Like, Kawhi's elite, but does he have IQ like LeBron? No. Serge Ibaka? No.
They still got, but they got a strong defensive team. If I'm not mistaken, they probably got a better defensive team now. No.
How?
What do you mean how? You still have Patrick Beverly. You have now an actual center that can actually block. They're one of the best shot blockers in the NBA on their team. Who's also a two-way player? No.
Okay. All right. Who's the 4? Who's their 4?
Who's their 4?
Who's their 4? Yeah,
Patrick
who's their four?
Patterson? Like, no.
No,
Who's
no,
their four, fam?
no. That's a bench man.
Yeah.
Marcus Morris. Yeah, the Morris twin. That's
Oh,
your four.
What? Hey, that's the best Morris
So,
brother. You gonna be
yo, hold up, hold up.
Bro,
Yo, I have a question.
the
Yo,
other man
KK.
has a ring.
The
Yo,
other man's a
I have
Lakers on LeBron.
Doesn't matter.
exactly.
A lot of people can say that.
Hold
Yeah,
up.
that's exactly why he has a ring. If I was LeBron, he'd get a ring.
Pause. Question for you.
Yes,
What was
sir.
the biggest topic last year, preseason, right? Before the season started, off season, when teams were forming. Oh, Clippers got a solid defensive line. Oh, Patrick Beverly. Oh, Montrezl Harrell. Whoa, that's crazy. Wait, where is he now?
I have a
Where's he
rebuttal
now?
for that. The difference is chemistry. Guys are getting along, and I think we all now know who wasn't getting along with who. When you get someone out of that, when you scoop out the problem, it becomes easier to be a group, right? Patrick Beverly's a dog; he'll play basketball, right?
My debate was I'm not talking chemistry. You talked about being a better defensive team than they were last year.
But chemistry has to do a lot with defense. If you don't know your homeboys, how can you play defense?
That's facts.
Right, so there'll be a better team now defensively. Right now, you got a better shot blocking center than you did with Montrezl Harrell, the guy that can actually guard a guy like the Joker. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, listen, I'm not saying their team's gonna make a run or anything. I'm just saying.
But you're saying top four in the East. That's pretty.
That's who's gonna challenge them?
Man.
I told you got to name a top four that will actually beat that team. Don't give me Phoenix because Phoenix ain't proved nothing yet. Don't give me New Utah because they struggle to always get in the top four every year.
Yo, who had an 8-game winning streak to end the bubble? This guy said, "Don't give me Phoenix."
Dang bubble, that ain't nothing. That's the bubble.
What about Denver? What about Portland? Portland got better.
Hold up.
They won 8 straight and they still didn't make the playoffs. They won 8 straight, still didn't make the playoffs.
They had nobody else. That's
so you know what that tells me? You know what that tells me, though? But you know what that tells me? That tells me before that 8 straight dubs, they were sinking. They were a sinking ship. Man. So don't give me about that 8 straight. They were struggling beforehand. That was who they were. So they're back to the real world now.
I agree with you for the first 2 months of the season, 3 months of the season, because DeAndre Ayton was suspended. They didn't have a big. They had a lot of issues. When DeAndre Ayton came back, it took him about 20 more games to actually get fitted in, get some chemistry, this and that. And just when they were trying to get their wheels going, boom, COVID happened. The league shut down. So, fam, I understand what you're saying, 8 games. But before that, because they lost him, that's why they were so crap early. And then at the end of the year, they're like, oh, shit, we got to. Now they have a whole season with a player in Chris Paul who showed last season. He's a great leader still.
Fam, I need you to turn this game on right now. If you're not watching the Phoenix and Lakers game right now, you're going to disappoint me still.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I will stand where I say about the Clippers. Because what I'm trying to tell you guys is that even though Chris Paul was in OKC last season and he was doing his thing, where were they ranked?
6th.
Thank you.
Yeah.
With what
they were 6th place with that roster.
But they had
they're supposed to get 14th. They were supposed to get 14th or 15th to make the playoffs.
And Phoenix ain't making top 4. As I'm telling you, Phoenix's roster. Yes, they have Denver. Yes, they have
I'm not saying top 4.
But
top 6 to top 8. Even look at your top 6 to top 8. You're not gonna say Utah. Utah took a big step. I know they lost, but they took a big step. They're still gonna be an elite team because of Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell's the reason, but that's what I'm trying to say. What additions have they made to say that they're gonna be on the top 4?
I never said additions.
Dallas
I
looks
said
like
he's
a top
gonna.
4 team.
Oh yeah, what about Dallas? We forgot about Dallas.
There's Dallas. That's one. The Lakers too. Who else?
Denver.
You gotta search it up. You gotta search it up. You can't even tell me off the fly. You gotta go search it up.
Yo, what about the Pelicans? Are they gonna make
it out of here with the Pelicans?
Calling Denver?
Grizzlies.
Denver?
Grizzlies. I already said Denver.
Jared Jackson has a torn ACL. He is not there. He's not there to help Ja Morant. He's on his own island, Ja. Welcome to Ja Island. I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell y'all. I get it what y'all saying, but I can see the Clippers being seeded 4th because I don't think Phoenix is going to overtake them. I don't think Utah is good enough to continue a role like that to overtake them, right? You know, there's teams like Denver. and Dallas that could do that. Those are the two teams I see that give them a hell.
Hold up, can I say one thing real quick?
Of
The
course.
Falcons are gonna be nice.
All right. Y'all are forgetting about Devin Booker. He's been by himself in Phoenix for so long and putting up great numbers. Imagine if
Facts.
you put Chris Paul and a
That's
healthy
what I'm
DeAndre
saying,
Ayton.
coach.
Bro, they can definitely be a top 4. Definitely.
You know why? You know
Uh-huh.
why? Y'all want to know why they
Oh,
won't be
gosh.
top 4? Because to be a top 4 team in your conference, you also have to be a top defensive team. The last time I checked, Phoenix hasn't been a top 20 defensive team ever. At least
Yeah,
with
but Chris Paul
OKC when they
changes
had
that. Chris
Shea.
Paul
Hold
changes
on.
that. Chris Paul changes that.
But hold on. When Shea was in OKC, yes, he changed Shea when he was in OKC, but Shea was a defensive type of player, right? The guys they had were, blue collar type players that are ready to grind. Phoenix ain't like that. Come on, don't give me that. Devin Booker is a star. He's a stud. But defensively, he can't shut down the other team's best player.
Yo, I want
DeAndre Ayton, yeah?
Go ahead.
I'm saying DeAndre Ayton, he's not a big-time shot blocker like he was supposed to be coming out of Arizona. So what I'm trying to say is that they will be good. They will probably even finish even 5th. But you're going to really tell me they're better than teams like Dallas? Tell me better than Utah? You're telling me they're better than the Clippers? Get out of here, bro. Don't give me that. I don't see it. They're going to make the playoffs. And in the playoffs, they will hurt teams because Chris Paul's experience. So they can hurt an upper seed. But I'm talking about finishing the long race, the marathon. The marathon is a long race. You're going to have literally Chris Paul play 82 games in order to finish top 4. He is 36 years old or 35 years old. He does not have the body to go 82 games and give an all-star performance. That is what I'm trying to say. It is going to be a marathon at the end. And at the end of the day, you're going to think championship over burnout. They're going to start benching Chris Paul. They take a couple games off, and they do not have the depth. Because the last time I checked, you told me Jalen Smith, he looks like a bust. So you tell me who else they have on that team that is going to stand out. I'm sorry, Phoenix will make the playoffs, but they're not going to make noise during the season like that.